Hello children, today we will start with the topic of complaint letters. So now letters are the means of communication in written, isn't it? And there's two type of letters, one is formal and another is informal. Now formal letters are generally called as official letters and informal letters are the friendly letters, okay? So now children, I think all of you know, but just I'll be revising it. Why do we write a complaint letter? So when we have any issues regarding or dissatisfaction regarding any business transactions, we write a complaint letter. Or when we discover, we means the consumers. Now we here means the consumers. We are talking about the consumers. So when we discover any defect in the product which we have received, not only the product in the product or the service which we have received, we write a complaint letter. So we write a complaint letter when there is scarcity of water, scarcity of electricity. It is we are dissatisfied. We are not satisfied with the issues. We write a letter to the authority. And why do we write? We write a letter with a hope that our issues, our complaints will be validated and there would be some corrective measures or steps taken by the authorities. Okay, we write in our anticipation that our problems will be resolved by so and so forth authorities. Okay, so today I will be teaching you how to write a complaint letter. And complaint letters are of different types. You write a complaint letter to the municipality, you write a complaint letter to the shopkeeper, you write a complaint letter to the authority, to any authority, you write a complaint letter to the editor also, right? So these are different types of complaint letters. I have already prepared some examples which I will be discussing in this video, and after that I'll be giving you practice question. Okay, so complaint letter is a type of letter written to address any type of wrongdoing, offense, grievance, resentment arising out of a product, service, etc. Now this I have discussed just at the starting, children. Now children, complaint letter, before I proceed, I just want to share with you people that complaint letter would also follow the format of a formal letter. Okay. So now, can we just revise quickly the format of a formal letter? First, it would be the sender's address. Sender's address, if it is mentioned in the question paper, we have to follow that. And if it is not mentioned in the question paper, you have to write whatever address you want. Or the examination hall address also you can give, or you can write whatever address you just like to give. Okay, now sender's address, and then what you will do, children? You will leave one line in between. You remember, in formal letters always we leave a line in between, and after that you would be writing your date, and date would be in extended form. Okay, like 2nd of January 2021. The whole thing you have to write, and then again leave one line. Don't forget to leave line, children. Again leave one line, and after that addressee's address or the receiver's address. Now from where would we get the receiver's address? It is there in the question paper if you read it carefully. Okay, now receiver's address also, it would be very definite and very clear. Okay, and after that what you would do? You would again leave a line. Now, in receiver's address, what common mistakes we do is sir. We write sir. Why sir there? To the principal. Now, why to? To the editor. Why? Just the editor, the principal. And at times, what we do again is, we write the editor and then we don't write the address of the editor, the municipality commissioner. Now, where you are writing the letter? Which place? So, we don't just leave it, because at times the question doesn't have the full address. Now suppose write a letter to the municipality commissioner that you are facing problem due to scarcity of water. What you write? The municipality commissioner. There are no address. Where? You have to. If it is not given, you have to write your own. Isn't it? You have to think of it and write your own. You have to imagine some address and it should be complete. Like there should be name of the place and the name of the city and then the state. Okay. Now, so after that what you do is, after the receiver's address or the addressee's address, again you leave a line and then you start a letter with the subject. Okay. Now the subject of your complaint letter, the subject of your letter, and it should be very precise. The subject should be very precise. Okay. And the subject should be clear, and after writing the subject you have to underline. It should be underlined. And from where do I get the subject? This is the biggest question in your mind. So that you would get from the question itself. Again from the question. Okay. So everything is there in the question. The subject is there in the question. Understood? So you would write or you just copy, okay, the subject from the question and paste it there in your answer scripts. So, and it can be underlined or it should be underlined. It should not be too long. It should not be too long. It should be very precise and very clear. And after that again you will be leaving a line. Okay. And then what you will do? You will start a letter with the salutation. Okay. Sir, ma'am. Okay. Very formal again. No commas. Then again leave a line. And then what we will do? We will start with the body of the letter. The starting of the body. The opening sentence of the body of your letter should be very precisely, very definitely and very specifically, very clearly should be written. Okay. The complaint. Okay. So it should have the mention of complaint of your letter. What is the complaint about? And after that you will be continuing the problems faced due to the complaint. What are the problems you are facing? Then you will be writing next paragraph, and each paragraph when you change it, there should be one line gap. Okay. Now after that what you do, you will give your suggestions. Okay. In this paragraph you will be giving your suggestions, and in the concluding paragraph what you would do, and before the concluding paragraph there again you would be leaving a line, and what you would be writing there in the concluding paragraph, you will just write that you hope that corrective measures would be taken as early as possible by the authorities, and then thanking you, your name and your designation, if any, that you are a student or you are a consumer or you are a member of the society. You will just write it. So now children, I have just made it very clear to you in this slide that why do we write a complaint letter. I think you all are getting it in very simple language. I have tried to explain. I have used children and the first step toward it. Okay. Now, now situations. Let's discuss the situation. Now, first let's discuss how many types of complaint letters can be there. It can be of the following types: personal complaint letter, professional complaint letter. Now, personal complaint letter, the type of complaint letter you write on your own individual level pertaining to your individual grievances is referred to as a personal complaint letter. And professional complaint letter, it is a type of complaint letter that is written on behalf of the organization pertaining to issues that are affecting the organization as a whole. Now, I have explained you what should be the format of the complaint letter, and I have also explained when do we write a complaint letters and what is a complaint letter. Okay. So now let's discuss the marking scheme of the complaint letter. Okay. So now the marking scheme, though it has differed this time, then also you just go through it. Okay, the format, the sender's address, that is all over the format. The sender's address, the date, the receiver's address, subject, heading, salutation, complimentary closure, all together it is a format. And what is the marking scheme? The format: sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, heading, salutation, complimentary close. It is of 1 mark. Now next, accuracy. Accuracy is of 4 marks. Content is of 4 marks. Accuracy is 1.5 marks. Fluency 1.5 marks. Now accuracy. Accuracy means accurately how you have present without any spelling mistakes or grammatical errors. That is the accuracy. Now accuracy takes 1.5 marks and fluency 1.5 marks. And if you write, see this, I have written it. I have mentioned it because this is very, very important, because there is a misconception which all of you follow, that most of the children I see, no marks are awarded if only format is given. Okay, given or written. No marks is allotted. You will get 0. You will get marks when you will write the body. So the complaint letter format we have already discussed. Now sender's address is followed by the date just below it, that is on the left side of the page. You have to maintain a line at the left corner of the page. This is the date on which the letter has been written. If the letter is written today, I'll be putting today's date. If it's tomorrow, then tomorrow's date. Okay, it is to be written in expanded form. Then leave one line, then the receiver's address, whether to write to above address. Please do not write it to. To is not mentioned. To, we should not write to. Okay. Now, so please do not write to. Okay. Now, the editor, the commissioner, the teacher, the principal. Make sure you write the title, name, position, etc. of the receiving official as the first line of your address. Then the after receiver's address, it should be subject. Then we sum up with the purpose of writing the letter in one line. This helps the receiver to focus on the subject of the letter in one glance. It is important to underline. Okay. Now salutation. This is where you greet the person you are addressing. Okay. It should be, bear in mind that it is a formal letter. So the greeting must be respectful and not too personal. The general greetings used in formal letters are sir, madam. Okay, it should be very, very formal, nothing personal. The general greeting is sir and madam. Then again you will leave one line gap and then the body of the letter starts. Now the subject. Okay, the subject is the purpose why we are writing the letter. So note children, these officials, they get huge heaps of letter. Now it is not possible for them to go through each and every letter. They just shuffle off the letters and just check the subject. So you can understand the importance of the subject. The subject has to be very precise, very definite, very specific. You cannot write history over there. Okay. So once waterlogging in the locality, then chain snatching, blurring of loudspeakers. So you have to write it. The order was incomplete. There were 4 damaged items in the received order. So it should be very specific. Now children, it would be easier for the person to, the addressee to solve your problems, to resolve your issues quickly. So then we sum up the purpose of writing the letter in one line. Okay. This helps the receiver to focus on the subject of the letter in one glance, and it is very important to underline the subject. I told you, I am repeating. It is very important to underline the subject. Okay. And now see children, presentation always matters. So please do underline it. Okay. Now comes the body of the letter. Now it is the main content of the letter. It is either divided into 2 or 3 paragraphs. So if the letter is briefer, the tone of the content should be formal. Do not use any offensive language. You have to be very, very formal, children. Another point to be kept in mind is that the letter should be concise and to the point, and always be respectful and considerate in your language. It should not include short introduction. It should include short introduction paragraph, okay, providing the details about the product or the service that is the subject of the complaint includes date, location. You have to be very specific in mentioning each and every detail. Include the date, location and the specification about the item or service. State the issue with the item or service. Provide details as to cause. This may include malfunction, the billing issues, the details that were not discussed, etc. Okay. So now next is indicate how you would like them to resolve your problem. Okay. So next is how you would like them to resolve their problem. So specifics about you, what you are seeking. Next is indicate you are including the copies of transactions, then documents. Okay, what I said, you have to be very specific and you have to count each and everything. Very important when you are writing a letter. The attachments also you should be aware of. What are the attachments you are sending? Okay. So means when they should reply you, what is the time period should be complete, and indicate you look forward to the reply within a specific period of time. Indicate that they can contact you about the issues and provide your contact details. Very important. Your contact details is very important. Okay. Then the close at the end of your letter. We write a complimentary closing. The words yours faithfully, yours sincerely are used, or you can write thanking you and the name and the signature with designation. Children, if you have, here you sign your name and then write your name in block letters beneath the signature followed by your designation. Now this is how the recipient will know who is sending the letter. Okay, understood? So children, this was all how, why we write complaint letters. So format also we have discussed. Now let's come to some tips, okay, for writing complaint letters. So although the motive of the complaint letter is to vent out your grievance and frustration, it is imperative that you use a tone that is polite and simple. Try to be formal and avoid using offensive and disrespectful words. Make sure that you introduce yourself properly. The purpose of writing should be loud and clear. Do not deviate from the topic and write to the point. Make sure you adhere to the format as it carries marks. Underline the subject of the letter with a pencil. Also underline the main points. Underlining the main points is very important, but it is advisable that you do it after finishing your exam. Use a pencil and scale for underlining. Make sure you double check your grammatical accuracy and spellings. They carry marks. Leave an adequate number of lines between paragraphs to make it look clean. The presentation is very important, children. Again, I'm repeating, the presentation matters. Okay, the presentation is very important, so do take care of that and read a lot of letters to get an idea. Okay. Now children, let's go through the questions. First one, write a letter to Oxford Publishing House, London, complaining that the books sent by them were not those you had ordered for. Ask for replacement. You are Varun Joshi, Sector 20, Chandigarh. Now, let's start writing the letter. First, sender's address, Examination Hall, Sector 20, Chandigarh. Date, February 20, 2020. Receiver's address, Oxford Publishing House, Consumer Complaint Division, London. Subject, Complaint regarding receipt of wrong set of books. I have told before that the subject should be very specific. Now, salutation, sir, madam. Now, body of the letter. On February 1st, 2020, I bought a book set, order number this, to be delivered to Chandigarh Sector 20. To my dismay, I have not received the set I ordered for and have instead received the wrong book set. I am highly disappointed. To resolve the problem, I would appreciate it if you could replace the wrong book set with the one originally ordered. Please let me know as soon as possible what action you propose to take. I look forward to hearing from you within the next 10 days. That means you're giving a specific time. Now, enclosed are the copies of the transaction document and the receipt. I look forward to your reply and the resolution to my problem and will wait until the aforementioned time before seeking help from a consumer protection agency or the Better Business Bureau. Please contact me at the above address or by phone at your phone number. Now, complimentary closure. Sincerely, Varun Joshi. Enclosures, copy of receipt and transaction document. Okay. So now next question. You are Sanjeet of 122 Arjun Nagar, New Delhi. A number of scooters and cars are parked in your locality without any order, causing blockage of the streets. Write a letter to the local secretary of the Residents Association complaining against this problem. Now, solution. First, sender's address 122 Arjun Nagar, New Delhi, which is already given in the question. Then date, and then receiver address, then subject, complaint regarding the issue of bad parking habits in the locality. Sir, then salutation. I would like to drive your attention to the bad parking habits of the residents in your locality. It is resulting in a lot of chaos and no place for parking for those who come back late. Despite defining the area assigned to each vehicle, cars are parked amidst two parking spots. One vehicle occupies the space for 2-3 vehicles, leading to mismanagement. Two-wheelers are placed nowhere near the allotted zone. This creates problem for other people as they have to then spend a lot of time finding parking spots in other localities. It induces frustration and tension for safety of vehicles. Various notices and warnings have been given to the rule violators, but to our dismay, no betterment can be seen. I request you to take strict action as this is leading to fights between the residents. An effective and speedy action is expected considering the depth of the situation. Now, in the last paragraph, in the concluding paragraph, you are giving your suggestion how to resolve the problem. Yours sincerely, Sanjeet, a concerned citizen. Now, let's go to the next question. Write a letter to the in charge of textbooks section of NCERT, New Delhi, complaining about the non-availability of textbooks even 1 month after beginning of new session. You are Rohit Rana, reading in St. Xavier's School, Delhi. Now, again, sender's address, Examination Hall, St. Xavier's School, Delhi. Then, date. Okay, May 1, 2020. Now, Northwest Supervisor, NCERT Office, Pitampura, Delhi. Subject, complaint regarding non-availability of textbooks. Then salutation, respected sir, madam. Or you can write only sir, madam also. Okay. Now, this is to bring to your notice that even after a month of commencement of classes, latest NCERT textbooks are not available at any bookstore. Students have to attend the school without textbooks. Some are borrowing the older versions of their seniors with outdated syllabus. This is resulting in problems in learning and understanding. The lectures teachers are delivering are not having an effective impact on the students. Books play an important part in learning, and sir, madam, I hope you understand the intensity of the situation. I request you to take a quick action in making the books available as soon as possible. I hope my complaint does not fall into deaf ears. Yours sincerely, Rohit Rana. Okay, now let's come to the practice question. Write a letter to the editor of a local daily complaining against the school bus drivers for rash driving and overcrowding of buses causing risk to the lives of innocent school children. You are Dipti Deepak. Okay, of C4C Janakpuri, New Delhi. Now when here it is mentioned local daily, what do you understand, children? Local daily means newspaper. Yes, so we write the editor. Look, now when you write, what you people do generally, you write local Delhi to the editor, local Delhi, that's it. No, you need to name that paper, okay, like Statesman, Telegraph, the Times of India, anything. Write the name, place, its means receiver's address should be very specific. Okay, so with the hope, children, that now you would have understood how to write a complaint letter and why do we write a complaint letter. Let's conclude the video. Thank you, children. Have a good day ahead.